It'll take a minute. All right. Ooh, we are bright. Hey guys, it's Ted with the Ted Show, episode 66. You guys are lucky. 66. I'm with Imari Spigner and Royce Ashcroft. And my trusty friend Kim is here behind the scenes trying to help us out. We listened to you yesterday, so you didn't want to see my giant big head, which is what the comments were. So we've put it out a little bit more. I do. It's crazy. Let us know that you can hear us, please, because I am not close enough to there to do anything. So let me know that you guys can hear us. We're in a very nice, quiet room. They look amazing. Kim's here to help. So welcome to the show. It looks like we've already got some people on there. And as long as you guys can hear us, we're golden. So just comment once or twice if you can and let me know. So welcome to the show. We had a little bit of parking, driving, insanity to get here. Thank you, Nirmala. All right, so they can hear us. So I'm going to try to look at the camera. The audience, they give me a hard time if I don't look at both of you, but it's kind of hard in this scenario because we're trying to squeeze 3 people in. But you had a little bit of, it's crazy trying to get downtown this time of day. It is. And the parking is always crazy, even though we have plenty of parking here. Royce, how did you get in a suit that fast? That's what Michael just asked. Michael McCanna.
You already know how I do, man.
I love it. And Matt Gore, you guys know Matt Gore. So he's a server here, and he posted and said, oh my God, I can't believe I'm off today. He liked the post I did this morning, so I can't believe I'm off today. Love you guys. So that was his message to you. So, all right, so refresh my memory on how we met. Because did we just meet online? Did somebody introduce us?
Online.
Okay, so how did I find you, or how did you find me?
Well,
either way, it's crazy.
You had interviewed one of my friends, Nikki Namdar.
Oh yeah, I love Nikki.
Watched hers, reached out to you after that. And here I am today.
That's right. And you came to Theodora's one where we did the rooftop one at one of the penthouses downtown. It was beautiful. That
$2 million.
Yeah, I was afraid to walk. They made you take your shoes off to go into it. It was insane. But that's right. You guys came and watched the insanity that was, and it was 900 degrees in there. And of course, you guys have zero body fat. I'm going through menopause, so I'm sweating to death during the interview. And all I can think about is, oh my God, how bad is this going to look on camera? But thankfully, it didn't catch all the sweat.
Yeah,
but
you still look great.
You're kind. You guys look amazing. So, but you're in the business of looking amazing. So let's talk about that. You have a unique company, Noor 17, Noor, and I put the URL in there earlier, and we'll repost it when we post the video. But it is a vegan modeling and talent agency, for lack of a network.
Close.
Okay, I was close.
So close.
I got it. It's similar. So tell them how you met. Give us a little bit of background about you guys. Because I think people love to hear that kind of stuff. Because you are, as you put in your bio, you're the new vegan power couple. So I want to hear more about that. So give us a little history.
Go ahead, Miss Imari.
So Royce and I actually met at a mixer at Vinyl Arts Bar, which is where we do one of our monthly mixers. But at this time, we weren't a duo yet, and he was just kind of emceeing, doing his own little gigs. And there was an open mic that one of my good friends, his name is Matt Desir, but he goes by Menlo Black, part of Crescent Moon. He was performing. Yeah, it's a nice name, real smooth. He was performing at the open mic, so I showed up to support him. And Royce was emceeing. And if you've ever been to like any event with Royce, he likes to kind of like pick on certain people throughout the night.
I believe that.
Yeah, that night was my night. No, I have it on video, so we can always...
In that very sultry voice that Royce has. I heard him talking on his... Yeah, I heard him talking on... he did a Facebook Live right before here.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's a voice. You can MC, which is awesome.
Yes. So he just kind of picked on me all throughout the night, and at the end of the night, he played a little game and had me come up in front of the crowd to... raise the vibrations of the room was how it was advertised. And he stole a kiss in front of the whole crowd.
Nice.
And I went home and told my mom about the crazy boy that just kissed me and wasn't afraid to get hit by me. And
because that could have been the outcome.
Well, whenever you get the vibe that, wow, she loves me, she's digging everything about me, just go for it
Very
sometimes.
confident.
You know?
I love that,
I admire
though.
about him. Yeah. So that kind of, it went from there. I wasn't vegan at the time when we met. So that was really interesting. And we spent about a week together at a resort. We had a little hangout, and I saw about the way his lifestyle was, and I'm like, that seems really interesting. It makes a lot of sense. And I'm really into like health and taking care of my body too.
Right,
so
you all look
like,
amazing, so of course you are. How did you get to veganism? Because obviously now we know how she got there, but you are obviously the catalyst to that. So how did that happen?
Well, there's this little thing called lucid dreaming, and have you ever tried it before?
No, but I've read about it.
Yes.
I'm aware of it. Yeah, I've read about it.
That
Very cool.
was my go-to about it, so that was kind of what introduced me, just to kind of make the whole process of lucid dreaming easier, make it more of a positive experience.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're back.
People don't call me between 1 and 1:30. I love you, but stop. All right, so lucid dreaming, tell us what that is.
Lucid dreaming is pretty much whenever you're just more conscious in your dreams, whenever you are fully aware of what's going on, and you can just kind of, enjoy that dream world. And sometimes, real life can get you down sometimes, so you kind of want to escape in a really good way, and that's where that happened. And then I started learning about all the different other things as far as like the environment, the animals, the health benefits. And what's crazy, whenever I talk to other vegans, whenever I tell them about the whole lucid dreaming aspect of it and kind of just show them a little bit of the science that actually goes behind it, I'm opening their eyes to a whole different world about being a vegan. And whenever, they actually did the same thing with me, because I didn't know about the whole health benefits, about the environment and everything.
Sure.
So, yeah,
right. There's a whole. It's a true lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
When Nikki was on, we talked about that, and it's fascinating to me. I'm not a vegan. I respect it greatly. I think it's interesting for you all because culturally, you don't see a lot of African Americans who are vegans.
That's the funniest part. Whenever people are like, "How old are you?"
Right? What? Culturally, like I'm amazed because you're the first two African Americans I think that I've met that are part of the vegan lifestyle. I'm sure there's plenty of them, but
our mixers definitely that we have.
That's what brings them out. But it's also like I feel the same way, especially if I meet another vegan couple that's our age and African American. I'm like, wow, because there are many of us. It's just kind of like it's not advertised as a cool thing to do. Like it's not as trendy in our community yet. But
I love that you're bringing it to the forefront, though, because obviously there's health benefits. There's certainly social and moral benefits that are to it. I understand that. But culturally you've got, and even if you're talking about Caribbean and things like that, the food, there's no shortage of meat dishes or poultry dishes or even fish dishes. Yeah. So to be vegan is kind of a new frontier for you. You guys are out there promoting that. I love that. So how does that develop into, so we know how your relationship started and where you all came into the vegan world, but how does that now morph into Noor 17 and where you're headed trajectory-wise with your career and your businesses?
I'll let you take this one.
Well, Noor 17, we started the whole idea of it, starting different, our first events at the end of July. And pretty much it was the easiest way to mesh our two worlds together, because whenever we first met, I'd asked Imari, what would you like to be doing? After I didn't like what her real answer was, that she sold timeshares for some company.
Oh, wow. That's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough business.
It was really boring whenever she had, because I was like, wow, this beautiful young lady, and this is the answer she gave me. Like timeshares, they're cool for some people. But I was like, nah, you should be doing something else. So what would you actually like to be doing? She said, I'd like to, be modeling or hosting shows, kind of like what you're doing. So, the Vegan Modeling and Talent Network is the way that we just kind of mesh those two passions, those two worlds together to almost a convenience thing.
How does modeling, explain that to them? Because, first of all, I would love to know what Noor 17 stands for, right?
Yes, Noor 17, it means light. It's translated from Arabic, and we chose Arabic from the ancient Egyptians. That was their language that they used.
Very cool.
And we chose them because they had a lot of, if you look at a lot of different recipes, a lot of the different ancient hieroglyphic texts and everything, it modeled a vegan, vegetarian lifestyle. So that's where we get a lot of our inspiration from.
Noor 17.
The 17, there's this little thing called English gematria. Have you ever heard of English?
I have not. Explain. I love it. I love to be educated.
Gematria is pretty much where you find hidden messages almost in the alphabet and different letters, and it always equates to some numerical value. So
I've heard of it, but didn't know that was the name of it.
That's
very
it.
cool.
If you spell out my name in English gematria, you get the number 17. So that's why it's Noor 17.
I love it.
But also Imari's number, if you spell out her name, it's also spelled 17.
That's very cool. That's a meant to be kind of thing.
We're
I love
also born 17 days apart as well too. So
that. And that's your number.
that's the number.
That's the universe number for you.
Yes.
You already know.
You get it, Ted.
Yeah.
You get
I
it.
totally get that part for
Even
sure.
the place that we met, Vinyl Arts Bar, it's on 1792, which both of us, born in 1992, 17 again.
Oh my God, you were born in 1992.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. What months were you born?
Scorpio.
November.
Oh, good. So
Yeah.
you're younger than my oldest daughter. This is why I drink. Yet another reason. Wow, 92.
Wait, I do want to add, because my favorite 17, the trippiest one, is he's from Tallahassee, and I went to go visit his family for the first time like a month after we met, and his house number is 17.
Wow.
That's it.
See, yeah, that's trippy
Yeah.
for sure. I love that.
We like
That's
a lot
really
of
cool.
things about numbers. Even like the day that we met was April 6th. So April is the 4th month of the year. 6th is the 6th day of that month. So 4 times 6 is 24. That was the age that we both, were whenever we
was
first
just
met.
written in the stars.
Yeah.
Which
So
Wish they were 24 last year, people. Anybody who's watching. So.
we just had our birthday.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, 25. Oh God, I can't go there. So that's why the skin's really awesome, because you still have the good skin. Hold on, somebody asked a question. I don't know who. I want to always make sure I address. What's up, guys? Love the health of the living vibe. You're not old, Britannia. I feel old. I have a child their age, older than them. So modeling, though. So I know that's what you told him, which is a great question, by the way. He asked you, which I think everybody should be asked. And the title of the show, which I just pulled, was Finding Your Passion and Living It. Mm-hmm. So that was something that you knew you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. But how did you go, all right, so we're going to figure out how to combine vegan and modeling. And what does that actually look like? Because it's a network, but what does a network mean? Is it you have events, which we can talk about, but are you bringing people in from the modeling industry and the vegan culture and bringing them all together and then trying to help people who want modeling jobs? Is that how it works? Or explain to them what the modeling or model network is.
So Noor 17 is a talent network. We have friends that are musicians, photographers, videographers, makeup artists, hair artists, pretty much anything that has to do with entertainment and the different skills behind the scenes and in front of the camera.
Wonderful.
We have a lot of friends that are doing that thing. So at Vinyl Arts Bar, we have these monthly mixers where we invite them all out to this one place so they can network amongst each other to come up with brand new projects.
Very cool.
We've had people come up that got invitations for talk shows. We most recently did a runway show at our friend Antoine Oliver. He has a company called Ola's Entertainment. They did their debut at the Abbey, and during that show, our vegan models went and did a runway fashion show through the audience during his entertainment debut, which was really nice. And we had a friend named David Bathen who plays the violin.
Oh, very
He
cool.
played it over a track of music while the models were walking. It was beautiful. Like, we just
awesome.
kind of get everybody's talents and gifts and put them together into these different projects. And most of it is collaborative. There are people that book gigs so then they can turn that into profit.
I love that.
It's so much fun. And the highlight of the vegan aspect really is just for the models. And it's not to be exclusive. It's just that there are so many places where you can go and live whatever kind of lifestyle you want. And we're just trying to bring a community together that focuses on the same ideals and spread the vegan message as well. Because we have people that come to our events and we have vegan catered food, and people who have never tried that before now have that experience, and they get around people that have good vibes and kind of get rid of that stereotype that we're all pretentious or just, think that we're too cool. It's like, we're a big family, and we just kind of want everybody to participate. Everybody is welcome.
So you'll let heathens like me who aren't a vegan
we love the heathens.
because you're right about the food. So one of Orlando is certainly a much better place to be a vegan now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even 5-ish plus years ago,
Absolutely.
if you were a vegan, you were eating stuff that smelled so horrible it didn't look good.
And usually just vegetables as well.
Yeah,
so
and that's
just
because
raw.
I've had friends forever that have been vegan since before you were born. Larry Rumbaugh, who does VegFest,
Yeah.
is a friend of mine from UCF and knows Nikki as well. And he used to eat that meat substitute thing that was just I couldn't even look at it.
Oh.
So now
try
though
some
there are
stuff
restaurants, there are food trucks, there's pop-ups, and then there are choices on quote unquote regular restaurant menus. We even have every day some sort of vegan non-dairy choice
That's awesome.
here. That's delicious.
Yeah.
It's absolutely delicious. But I think that's what scares some people who don't understand the lifestyle, maybe would like to partake, but are afraid that they're going to hate every piece of food they eat. But
Yes.
Yep.
you really have changed it. Your generation especially has forced us to have better choices,
Yeah.
right? So in Orlando for you guys, so just to clarify, because I know people will ask, you don't have to be a vegan to attend Noor 17.
Correct.
Okay.
Anybody and everybody.
But you're exposing people who aren't to the lifestyle, to the food, to the vibe of that.
Yes.
And that's what's really cool about it. So you're inclusive, you're not exclusive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so that's great. Because I think people would ask and go, well, I'm not a vegan, I can't go. That's not the point. And I want you guys to know that. That's not what they're saying. But they are offering a venue or a network that we don't have here. Other than you guys that I'm aware of. There's nobody else doing exactly
No.
what you're doing. I know Nikki does some things, and there's definitely some things that go on in the community, but this is very unique. It's very out there, and I love that. So what happens at an event? You've got, you said that everybody kind of becomes collaborative in some way. It's like a regular networking event that you would go to, any other business kind of networking event. You don't have to necessarily be in the modeling business because you never know what kind of business anybody could use, correct? So again, I want to make sure that you guys understand it's not exclusive, it's definitely inclusive. They want everybody to come.
The coolest part about coming to the mixers that I've seen, and I know Royce has noticed, and it kind of makes us the most happy, is that people who have their own projects or ideas that they're working on their own will come to our mixer, meet a whole bunch of people, and then they're like recruiting talent for their events or for their projects. So it's like, wow, like you may have just heard about us on Facebook, or we've even had people who were just passing by and stopped in and they made a connection that worked out for them, like business-wise.
Well, I also think because you guys can't see it, but hopefully you can hear it. When you're in the room with them, it's palpable. You've got a great energy, and you can feel the inclusivity. Like you want everybody to be part of it, and you're just trying to get the word out.
Yeah.
And so I think that when people are in a networking event like that, or go to any kind of networking event, that's the biggest challenge for them, is they feel like everybody's off in their own little corner, and they're not going to be welcomed, or if they don't know somebody there, they're going to sit at the bar and do nothing. And that's what happens a lot. That's why a lot of these networking events, you see the same people over and over again, and you can't get new blood. This is more, you guys are really trying to be inclusive and kind of educate and really hook people up, have people meet people you can do business with or work with, and I think that collaboration is really, really cool.
It's so much fun.
That's awesome. So what are the projects that you guys take on? You've got the network, but what are your future goals, or what kind of projects are you all working on? Because the network or the mixer is one thing, but I'm sure you have business plans and things that you guys are working on. Tell them a little bit about that.
Absolutely. There's two major ones that are going on right now. The one that she kind of briefly mentioned was the Ola's Entertainment. Ola's Entertainment is a 90s R&B and jazz show that we put on. It has a very, very romantic vibe. It's pretty much like that perfect date night that you go out to. And this is for a long-term goal. We're actually going to be working with one of our business partners who comes out. So he's been to every single networking event. He's going to build his own venue, and
love it.
All the different entertainment, the connections that he's established, that's going to be, featured there. So Noor, has like a big, big responsibility with that. And then one of my personal favorite ones that we have coming up is the 2018 Florida Vegan Awards and Model Extravaganza.
I love that.
It's a mouthful. Every time I say it,
No, it's good though. It's good. Well, it tells you exactly what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a giant red carpet event, Hollywood style, that's going to be here in Orlando. That's going to take, pretty much just give praise, glorify different vegan businesses, athletes, models, entrepreneurs, just throughout the state that have been really, kind of just helping with that whole message
awesome.
that we have. And
When is that planned for?
that is going to be April 6th,
Okay.
7th. April 7th.
April 7th.
April 7th. I have another event April 6th, and then another one April 8th, so trying to keep everything.
You're going to be busy that week.
Oh, man, that's going to be a fun weekend.
So what would be good for people as far as connecting with you all? Do you encourage them once they reach out to you? I have had multiple people, and we can go back through the feed later, ask about how to reach out to you, how to connect with you. Is it, when they connect, are you going to point them immediately to, okay, come to the next mixer? Is there a mixer scheduled soon?
There is.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
We have one coming up next week, actually a week from today, December 6th. So that's going to be at Vinyl Arts Bar. That one's going to be, because we have two different types of mixers a month. One that's going to be more structured towards entertainment, showing off a lot of different talent that comes out to our networking events. And then the other one is more business related for whenever we have different auditions for a lot of different shows, such as the Florida Vegan Awards coming up. That's where that one is, where you can get your professional headshot taken if you're kind of going to be in one of our shows
cool.
or anything coming up. That one is at Mito in
Mito. Mine, yours, theirs, ours.
Mito. I've still got to figure out where Vinyl is. Where is that again?
We're actually not too far from it. We're about 3 miles away downtown. It's not where all the big buildings are, but right down East Colonial. Right about, I think, near exit 83 on I-4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it really is
Super
close.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll post about that too, because I think it's great, and we'll share your your event invite. There's somebody, Jim McMail. Hey, Jim. You're not Joe today, but Jim is doing an event here in the West Art District on Saturday, and that's right here in the Paramore District, downtown, like right there. And they're having a model photo shoot from 5 to 8 p.m. at VegFest, so I will make sure that you guys connect. Jim's super talented.
Thank you, Jim.
He was on the show last week. We did a sidebar. So, all right, so believe it or not, that's how fast it goes.
Nice.
We're going to give all of the URLs when we post. But any parting words for them? You guys, first of all, your energy is awesome. I did laugh at your 90s R&B thing, because the first thing I thought of is he wasn't even born yet. So that's funny. So it's totally crazy oldies for you. But their energy is just exactly the way they came across on camera. They're awesome. And I think that you should definitely check out Noor 17. And again, we'll put all of the URLs there. Thank you guys for coming. I'm excited. I love what you're doing. I absolutely love what you're doing. And I think that more people, the more exposure that you can get for the vegan community, the more people are willing to dabble their toe in it, put their toe in it, and try it and give it a shot. I promise you, the food is amazing.
It is the bomb.
It's actually amazing. And sometimes I look at it and go, God, that looks so much better than what I have. And then I feel guilty. That's part of the heathen part of me goes, oh my God, I'm eating that hamburger again. But I just love what you guys do. I think your energy is great, and I appreciate your support of the show. And let's get out there and support them. So Noor 17, we love you guys. We've got 2 shows tomorrow. I'll post about that. Both amazing shows. But look at these they're doing so much. The millennial group really pushes the envelope and goes outside the 9 dots and really does a lot of cool things that we just couldn't or didn't have this venue when I was your age.
That's what makes it so much easier.
You guys really connect on a way that we just didn't have the opportunity to do. Thanks, Cindy, for that. I wish you would share your topics in writing.
Oh.
Okay, we'll give it a whirl. It's on my first post, but we'll work on that, Beth. I'm golden with that. Any input we get from the audience, I'm loving. So take a look at the show if you just popped on live. Now I'm going to have, because I don't have my remote yet, We're going to have Royce go up, and you gently, without killing it, push that little finish button.
Push the little finish
Just gentle, and don't do it with your nails.
Well, I cut my nails.
This is our $3.45 budget, and all of it went to the water.
I was just about to say, that's more than our budgets for the
Cheers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.